We took the long and winding road back to Tiverton. We were here 5 weeks ago for the FA Trophy. Today it was in the league, and the good news is that we scored 3 goals. The bad news is Tiverton scored 4, and it was a real game, wasn't it? Up and down, Matty? I'll just quickly go through the goals. But before that, Dan Can made his first start, which was good for us. We got off to a cracking start. Canny and Lanners and Toby set up Luke in the very first minute, and bang, and it went 1-0. 15 minutes later, they had a long ball, and that was fairly typical, I think, today of Tiverton. Levi Landricum got on the end of it, 1-1. On 23 minutes, Canny wide on the left, and he hit a terrific cross in. It was almost Beckham-esque with his left foot, and all the defender could do was to sort of get to it and just poke it past the keeper for 2-1. 3 minutes later, Tiverton hit a long ball. Levi Landricum got onto it, 2-2. And then 32 minutes, Tiverton had a free kick. It was just outside the D, and Landricum took a terrific effort and into the net to make it 3-2 at half time. And we were a bit vulnerable to balls at the back, but we were in it. It was still 3-2. 15 minutes into the second half, Connor at the back made a terrific double tackle. He moved the ball quickly onto Dan Can, a beautiful flick to Jack. Went out to Jack. He came racing in, his shot was saved, and Toby took the rebound, and we were back in it, 3-3. And then 2 minutes later, there was another through ball, this time on the ground, and Bath got on the end of that to make it 4-3, and that was the end of the scoring, but it was up and down all the way. And I must say that the effort that the lads put in today was terrific. But Matty, it was a bit breathless, wasn't it? Sorry, I've raced through that. So what was your take on it all?
Well, all you can ask for is that the lads give you 100%, they work great, the desire, the passion to play for the club, and obviously the management coaches, and we got that.
We did today, didn't we? That was very, very marked.
Absolutely, so that's all you can ask for. We know where our problems lie, we've worked on it, and we'll keep working on it. And you've mentioned in the notes there that every time we scored, they literally scored a couple of minutes later, not even that. So we couldn't really get a little bit of control of the game where we could slow it down and keep the lead. And all it was, like you said, it was the long balls over the top. The boys know, but it's their education, they're learning. All you can do is show them. We did some video clips of the goals we give away on Tuesday. We sat as a group and spoke about it.
Right.
That was effective. We asked for the units to be a lot closer together, which we had. And obviously the second half, your last few minutes, it's going to get stretched because you're trying to get that equaliser.
Yeah.
So in a way, I can't be overly disappointed in terms of our application to the game and our quality in terms of scoring the goals, but devastated really. The goals were given away all the time. And it is a scratch record. It's week after week. And these boys have got to learn very, very quickly because it's a ruthless league.
Yeah, it is. And Tiverton are right up. I think they're third in the league and going really well. They were a good strong side, but I thought coming forward we looked good. We had lots of spark there, trying different things. I thought Luke had a few terrific mazy dribbles.
Yeah, he is very effective today. Look, we sort of played him a little bit wider today, so we could play Dan up there. I thought Dan was excellent.
Dan was good, wasn't he?
Yeah, the strength and the know-how is what we needed. A couple of boys like that to help the youngsters along. So them two were very effective for us today. But I look across the group in terms of trying to do the right things. They did, but I'm afraid, apart from the free kick which the lads put in top corner, the other 3 goals to me were all stuff that was a little bit more switched on, experienced. We were in good positions to nullify that.
Yeah. And I think in midfield, I don't know, sometimes we weren't quite all there together, did you think?
I thought as the game went on, it got a bit stretched, but we did a lot of work in the week about the units being close together, which I was happy with first half. It's just that every time we scored, they got straight back into it with that long ball. And then you can look at other areas, that happened, but I was pleased in terms of the units being close together today.
Yeah, and Canny, to get 90 minutes out of him was really good, and some of his flicks and everything were just top draw.
Yeah, he rolled back the years and said to him, if he looks after himself, he can play for a few more years. Yeah. The way we try and play, we can get it into him, he can hold it up and set. You don't have to do an awful lot of running. If we can get that balance right with the back players as well, which is a work in progress. He could play for an awful long time for us, and he's the sort of player we need.
Yeah. So we've lost, which is a great shame when you've scored 3 goals, but not downhearted. The lads put in a really good shift, I thought, today.
Yep.
Tried hard, didn't they?
Yep, certainly did. Can't say more. Just got to again just back to the training ground. Well, we haven't got a chance. We play Poole Tuesday.
It's Poole on Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, which is be a very tough game. And then we train Thursday again, same things. Just got to keep learning, understanding, and hopefully the hours of the learning and developing will add up, and we'll turn a corner, and we'll get a good clean sheet and wallop someone someday.
And good support from the lads behind the goal today.
They always have been since we've been away from home. You know, goals going against us, they still keep going. They're a different class, and you know they're the real fans. Obviously, see what we're trying to do. The ones possibly that you hear the comments about don't watch the game, so they can't see what's happening. They'll see another defeat. Oh, it's this that happening. But this group of players believe in what we're trying to do, and that's the main thing. We stick together as a group of players, and we'll keep going.
Yeah, and a much better performance than last Saturday against Cleve. And as Matty said, the next game is on Tuesday against Poole in the Dorset Senior Cup, and then next Saturday we're at home against Larkhall Athletic. Hope to see you at one of those games. Thanks, Matty.
Pleasure.